Hello, and welcome to part 4 of Magical Doggy Doors. In this video, I will be adding my images to the resource files and adding in terrain blocks in the Sparkle Doggy Doors. I am not completing a massive amount of work, but there is definitely some important work being done. Not long ago, I learned a lesson with the resource files. I joined a game jam and submitted my game. Things were going great until all of a sudden my game was removed from the jam. Someone had reported that my game had a virus on it. I was not notified or given a chance to look into it. I was devastated and confused as to what happened. I obviously was not trying to spread a virus around. I sent my copy of the game file through my virus protector and it read fine. I downloaded the copy from the website, thinking maybe it got corrupted on there. I sent the download through the virus protector. It was still reading fine. I downloaded Malwarebytes, thinking maybe it was beyond my virus protector. The only thing Malwarebytes said was the program was machine learning. I used the online virus scanner that others had mentioned, and some of the scanners, which I had never heard of, was reading a variety of different viruses. The worst of them was saying a Trojan virus, but not all of them said that. This did not make sense to me. But it was obvious something was causing other virus protectors to read my program as a virus of some sort. I was sure that it was throwing a false positive. Of course, I had no idea why this was happening, and I had no idea how to fix it. After a bit of research, I let everyone know in the jam that I was sure that it was indeed a false positive. Some believed me, and others said that the computers were way smarter than we are and that computers are always right. I spent weeks trying to fix the problem. I thought maybe I needed to add a special code or number to it that would always read to the program. That was not working. I was still reading a false positive virus on the online virus scanner that scans with multiple virus companies. I put it to the side for a little while, coming back to it occasionally, and failing to figure it out. I knew that if I could not figure it out, that my coding days might be over. As frustrated as I was with all this, and as much as I just wanted to walk away, I couldn't. This bothered me way too much. Then one day, I wondered if I somehow could attach my pictures more directly to the game. I tried to add the picture file directly to the debug and release files. It took away some of the false positive readings, but not all of them. This gave me hope. Something had changed. I needed to do something else. I did a little research and figured out how to import the pictures into the resource file, and boom! All of the false positive readings went away. Malwarebytes also quit saying that the program was machine learning. The false positive reading was gone. It was such a huge sigh of relief. It's funny, with all of the tutorials that I have watched, all of the books that I have read through, and all of the forums I have looked at, nothing mentioned adding pictures to the resource file. Nothing said anything about the issues that could be caused by such a simple thing. Now, a little bit about the rest of the code that is being added today. Most of the code is kind of boring that is being added. In fact, this is probably one of the sections of my code that I enjoy the least. I am adding in the pictures and sprites. I have to swap back and forth between the code and the picture that I have designed in GIMP. I find where the start of the sprite is on both the X and Y axis. I then have to find the width and height of the sprite. I do this by subtracting where the sprite starts on the axis from where it ends on the axis. The information is entered into my code, one sprite at a time. One picture may include many sprites, so I only need to call to that picture, but the code has to know which section of the picture to use. I currently have 2 sprites for full grass blocks, 2 sprites for the top of the grass blocks, 2 sprites for sky blocks, and 4 sprites for the sparkle doors. This takes time. Once it is finally added in, I write a function that can be called from other classes that will get and draw the sprite to the screen. I add this function to add a full grass block below the letter A and the dog that is already being drawn on the screen. I debug and run the program and see that it works. It is this point in programming a game that I am really starting to see progress. It might not seem to be much, but when I first started adding pictures like this, I struggled. I would forget to initiate some information in the gameplay page and nothing would appear on the screen. I also wasn't seeing any bugs in the code. I would stare at the screen for hours and change different things, thinking I missed something. I did, but it wasn't something I needed to change in the code. I just had to add my init pictures function to gameplay. Again, such simple little things can cause such big problems. This is all I have for this video. In the next video, I will be working on the title page to the game. As always, I hope you are enjoying these videos, and thanks for watching.